Hey everybody, this is John Franklin Reviewer. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another movie review. Let's get ourselves started. So the movie I decided to pick this time is called Maniac Cop, and this movie is actually about a detective trying to figure out who and what the motivation is of our villain, Maniac Cop. Now, before I get to the likes and dislikes, I just want to throw out real quick here that this is actually a trilogy. So yes, at the end of my reviews, there will be a ranking video. So let's get ourselves started. On the likes, and the first thing I want to talk about are two actors. The first one is Tom Atkins, which always great to see him in a movie, no matter how well the movie actually does. He usually will always give a good performance, and he's always fun to watch. He still has that character where he's kind of that smooth-talking character to women, but in other movies, he's always trying to get into their pants. In this one, he's trying to protect them from the psycho that's killing everybody. Then another character, pretty much the same thing I could say about Tom Atkins, is Bruce Campbell. Love him, you know. Big fan of the Evil Dead trilogy. Love him in the Sam Raimi Spider-Mans, which I know they're just cameos, but it's always good just to see him because he's always fun no matter what part he actually plays. So I do definitely like him in this too. Another thing I want to throw out is everybody in this movie acts very well. Everybody's convincing, and that's always good to see. Of course, anytime you see a movie, you always want to have that and not feel like, oh, well, this so-and-so didn't feel like they want to be in this, or their acting could have been so much better if the director would have done better. And I think the director did as best as they could. Then another thing I want to talk about is actually the Maniac Cop. I really do like his random killings. When they actually have the Maniac Cop in the shadows, it's very creepy. Eventually, they're going to show what he looks like and, you know, what kind of ugliness he is, what kind of monster he really is. But whenever they just show him from the neck down and they just keep his face in shadows, it really works. And now on to the dislikes. Well, the first thing I got to talk about, outside of the murders from our Maniac Cop, this is a very boring movie, slow-paced. And believe it or not, even though I even said that the director did a good job with everybody acting as well as he could do in this movie, the characters are not that interesting, though. That's a strange thing where it's like I love their acting, but I really don't even care where this story actually kind of goes with these characters. And the story itself as a whole, it takes so long to really get to the meat of the story, and then when you finally get to a really good part, it was way too late because you put me through all this hell, all this boringness that was going through, and then when you finally get to something, I'm like, just don't really care. One thing about the motivation is this is a revenge story. I've seen revenge stories many, many times before this and even after this movie came out, which just came out in 1988, and they've done a lot better than this movie itself. It's just like, ooh, a good revenge story with this villain and what he wants to do. And no, not really. And when they also explain the reason behind his revenge and all that there, once again, it's been done much better before. When they do finally show your villain's face after the whole explanation about what happened to him, it was one of the worst makeup jobs I've ever seen. When it comes to Maniac Cop, 1 out of 4 stars. I was not really thrilled with this very first one. I do hope that the sequels are at least a little bit better. This is definitely one I really don't recommend that much. I mean, if it seems intriguing to you, even with my dislikes, give a shot on it. But honestly, I'd say don't waste your time on this one. But if you have seen Maniac Cop, what did you think about it? Give me a comment down below. Thank you guys so much for watching another video here. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.